Hey, it's Jody Taylor of SnackySays.com. I am doing my nails. I'm almost finished actually. I'm using my cleanup brush to get rid of the coloring outside the lines. What do you call that when you make a mess of nail polish? As I was doing my nails, I haven't posted it yet, but I've been working on a post about how I feel like painting my nails is active meditation, or my idea of active meditation. So as I'm painting my nails, I was just thinking about being the question I ask myself, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately is, am I a consumer or a creator? Now, if you had asked me 5 years ago, I would have said consumer. 3 years ago, consumer. 2 years ago, consumer. But now I feel like it's complicated or it's both. What do I mean by that? Well, the last 2 or 3 years, I've bought a lot of online courses, and I've really invested a lot in personal and professional development, whether that be courses, books, a membership, actually a couple of memberships, but the one that I stuck with and that I'm still with is Michelle and Amy's Magic is You community. I've posted about it before, but I will drop a link. Heads up, it's an affiliate link, but as usual with any of my affiliate links, if I wasn't all in, I would never recommend it. Anyway, so that's been good. Like consuming things that enrich me have been good, but I still feel like I hesitate to be a creator. I kind of want to get to the point where I'm creating more than I'm consuming, and that, whether it's retailers on the high street. Shout out to Chisomo if you're listening. It tickles me to say that. People across the pond say the high street, and that's basically like the big box stores like Target or Walmart. Chisomo, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the right description. But so it's okay for me to consume, and for you to consume if you're a consumer. But I really want to get to creating more and having people consume what I create. I'd like it to be more of a two-way street. So that's just something. There's an airplane flying overhead. One day, I'm going to get back to this in a second. One day when I have my estate, I promise you, I'm going to buy the airspace up ahead, because it drives me crazy when airplanes fly up ahead and it's so close. Anyway, so I said it here first, and one day you'll be like, yeah, she did say that. So anyway, I was just thinking about it, and the interesting thing about courses or anything that you're into that you feel like you consume a lot is that sometimes it's hard to know. You're taking a risk, right? It's hard to know if it's going to pay off. I can say without a doubt, things that paid off for me, that I've been consuming books. Ramit Sethi talks about this all the time, but I have very rarely picked up a book that didn't help me in some way, whether it was a new word or something I didn't know or something I disagree with, and now I know why I disagree so strongly with it. Again, the Magic is You membership, Chisomo's course, Chisomo, thank you, Planners on Demand. Well, actually now when I signed up for it, it was called Planners on wait a minute, it is Planners on Demand. I think it was Printables to Planners when I signed up for it, but now it's Planners on Demand, things that I'm actually going to study and then implement right away. And that I'm realizing is the trick. So if you are a consumer and you're consuming things to help you along in your life journey, whether that is personal and professional development or fitness or whatever it is, I think the important trade-off for me, I'm just kind of talking out loud, is that I am able to then turn around and use that to create. So thanks for listening. I was just thinking about that, and I actually feel inspired because the other thing that I'm struggling with this year, which so as I was yippee yapping, I looked down and saw that it was paused, and I wondered why it was paused. So I'm not sure where it cut off. Some spam caller called me. So here's a lesson I just learned. I am going to have to turn off my phone notifications. I have to figure out something in settings so it doesn't do this. I am not going to delete this though because I'm going to bring it on home, and I'm sorry because I don't know what the last thing you heard is. And yes, I am recording this on my phone. But to bring it on home, basically where I'm going with all of this is I have been, certainly for my adult life, a consumer. That has slowly been changing, and I am a creator. I create. What I want to do is get to the point where I'm doing that consistently. And if not balanced, I want to be like, if it's not 50-50, which I don't believe anything is ever 50-50. That's just a myth. Because our time and our energy doesn't quite work out like that. But I just want to get to the point where I consistently creating, and I'm giving good folks like yourself, people out there in the world, I'm giving them a chance to consume what I'm creating. Because I do believe, Leonie Dawson talks about this all the time, that whatever it is that's in our hearts and our minds to create, there's someone, I'm paraphrasing her, but there's someone or many someone's out there waiting. They're like waiting for our knowledge and our gifts and the things that we're creating. So how do I cultivate that? I'm discovering that now. The fact that it's on my mind is a good thing, I think. And so I don't know if that means every day at 10 a.m. I sit down and be like, okay, I'm going to create. And sometimes it's rough going. Even I'm working on a few different things right now, and it's rough going. But sometimes a month goes by or 2 months go by, and all of that little bit by bit, it does add up, and I end up with a finished product, a finished creation. Anyway, if you got this far, I appreciate you. I'm sorry about the random, it might seem like I jumped and I'm talking about something different. I'm sorry about that. But I am going to post this bad boy. Michelle Rohr always talks about launch and tweak. This is a launch. There will be no tweaking. But it's just better to get my voice out there. I want to be more present on my blog, and I'm always talking about it. But one of the ways to do that is to just put stuff out there, right? Right. All right. Once again, this is Jody Taylor of SnackySays.com. Thank you for listening.